Feigned Rivalries, Episode 1, Ashley Wagner vs Gracie Gold. Are figure skating rivalries as old as time? Are they real or imagined? Are they perpetuated by the public, or are they part of a skater's journey? Find out today on Feigned Rivalries, Real or Imagined. On the bottom left, we have famed US figure skater Ashley Wagner. On the right, we have Gracie Gold. Was the rivalry real, or was it imagined? Imagined. Ashley Wagner started ice skating at the prime age of 5 years old. Her parents allowed her to choose between figure skating or ballet. And after intense thought, Ashley Wagner decided figure skating was for me. Gracie Gold came from a distinguished background. Father an anesthesiologist. A lot was expected from the Gracie Gold and Carly Gold sisters.
Yeah, it's here. The title itself will grab a lot of eyebrows. Out of shape, worthless loser. Can you explain why you chose that title and what that is to you, what that voice is?
Well, so I've always had a dark sense of humor, right? Shock value, and when you read the book, right, it's broken into 4 parts. So part 1, Grace Elizabeth, kind of my inner child, youth, Gracie Gold, the one on the Today Show interviews, the skating star, and then the 3rd part is Out of Shape, Worthless Loser. It talks about my mental health crisis and this person that kind of came out when I was struggling, and so that's what I named it. It's that voice that makes you feel like an out of shape, worthless loser.
That's the scolding
It's
voice.
that voice that makes you feel like an out of shape, worthless loser. An out of shape, worthless loser. An out of shape, worthless loser.
Out of shape, worthless loser. Those were the voices inside telling her something else that wasn't true. Was it? Ashley Wagner got 3rd place at the 2008 US Nationals Championships, which sent her to the 4cc competition and to 2008 Worlds, where she placed 16th place. By the time Gracie came onto the senior scene in 2012, Ashley had already been skating for 4 years at senior. Gracie earned 2nd place at Skate America and US Nationals that same year that she sprung onto the scene to shake things up. Gracie was known for strong, expressive jumps and a wonderful technique. Certainly it'd take her far, wouldn't it? But the media didn't take kindly to the 2 skaters and often pitted them unfairly against each other. Just watch Johnny, Tara, and Terry talk about it here.
You've got the ladies short program, that big rivalry, Gracie Gold and Ashley Wagner. They had a big rivalry, Gracie Gold and Ashley Wagner.
Big rivalry, Gracie Gold and Ashley Wagner.
Was there truth to this? How is this fair to either skater?
I know that I need someone that I respect, that when it comes down to it and they tell me to do something, I will listen to them and do that, and I have to be a little bit scared of them or else I'll walk all over them, and it's the type of athlete that I am. I mean, I'm dumb and I'm risky, so I think that kind of just goes to show the kind of skater that I am.
Ashley Wagner described herself as dumb and risky, but what about Gracie Gold? The contrast was almost palpable. Gracie Gold, on the other hand, was marketed as the typical pretty princess ice skater of the times before. You can see here in her costume alone, it's that classic silhouette. She looks like a fairy princess, and her music choices and selections often reflected that. Why, you ask? It all boils down to her coach's style, Frank Carroll.
Nationals, maybe the Olympics. 6 months later, working with you, she's not only won nationals, but she is a gold medal hopeful. What have you done and what have you focused on as a coach to make her from a good skater to an amazing skater and actually put her in this position?
Well, first of all, you've got to understand that Gracie was taught very well by her previous coach, Alex, who was a great technician, and so she could jump and spin very beautifully. So my job was really to put the pieces together, to more or less be a groomer.
In Frank Carroll's own words, his job was to be a groomer, to groom Gracie Gold. How does one groom a wild river? I just don't know that this was ever going to be a good idea that would win, because was Gracie Gold groomable? Is that something that she even wanted? And if she did, was she just fighting against the fabric of what made Gracie, Gracie? Well, their careers certainly were in alignment, weren't they? Let's take a look at the stats. Ashley, 3-time US champion, 2012, 2013, and 2015. She's the 2016 World Silver Medalist and a 3-time Grand Prix final medalist. Ashley is also the 2014 Olympic bronze medalist in the team event, and her claim to fame, she's the most decorated US lady since Michelle Kwan. Well, Gracie's history is nothing to scoff at. She's a 2-time US champion, 2014 and 2016. She also is a 2-time 4th place finisher at Worlds in both 2015 and 2016. She is also, just like Ashley, the 2014 Olympic bronze medalist in the team event, and she is a 6-time Grand Prix medalist. What do you think about them apples? If you want to match up Tara Lipinski, then we'll give a matchup. Ashley, she was the Grand Prix Canada bronze medalist in 2012, where Gracie got 7th place at the same event. What about nationals, you say? Well, Ashley won the gold in 2012, while Gracie won the silver at her very first senior nationals. That's pretty good, don't you think? They were on many Worlds teams together too. 2013 Worlds, you ask? Ashley placed 5th, while Gracie placed 6th. Not too shabby. Then, at 2014 Worlds, Ashley placed 7th and Gracie moved up to 5th. The next year, Ashley moved up to 5th where Gracie was, and Gracie moved up to 4th. She almost podiumed. The culmination of their era competing together came at the 2016 Boston Worlds. It was on home turf. Gracie was leading after the short program with a huge 76+ score in the short program, and she had an opportunity to win and take home the whole thing. After a not-so-great long program for Gracie, Ashley soared in her long program, raising up the roof and winning a silver medal. She finally stood on the world podium.
People kind of expect for you to be able to deliver consistently, and that is absolutely what makes an athlete a legend. Look at Michelle. She was reliable, and that's why she is so well known in this sport. And I think that that just goes to show that I do still have a ways to go, and I think that it's frustrating to me, and probably for a lot of people who've been following me for quite some time. I've been doing this at the senior level for about 10 years now. So, I mean, of course, it is easy to expect that I should have this all figured out. But this sport is constantly evolving, and I think that you kind of have to keep up with it, and that's definitely the challenge.
But was Ashley keeping up with it? Despite winning a silver medal in 2016, 2017 proved to be a difficult season for Ashley, and 2018 was no better, failing to make the Olympic team for a second time. Well, Ashley's not a skater who's just gonna sit there and look pretty when she feels that the scores are unfairly reflected in her performance. In 2018, Ashley finished in 4th place and revealed to the Salt Lake Tribune that she was absolutely furious. For me to put out 2 programs that I did at this competition, as solid as I skated, and to get those scores, I am furious, and I think deservedly so, she shared. I honestly think that at the end of the day, this is how I feel, and I feel like I need to stick up for myself, and I think that I delivered when I really needed to. I think all these girls delivered when they needed to, but I want to be on the Olympic team, and I'm really mad that I'm in this position again. So Ashley ended up losing an Olympic spot in her view, and it went to Mirai Nagasu, who famously took her spot on the 2014 Olympic team. So you see, life is circuitous, and things come and go, or things circle back to what once were. Gracie Gold was no stranger to setbacks. After winning nationals in 2014 and again in 2016, 2017 was quite a mess.
Gracie needs every jumping pass in this free program. Just a single axle there.
Okay, but we're not out of it yet. What Gracie needs to do, she needed to hit the triple Lutz, triple toe, which she did. And then this next combination, the double axle, triple toe, she needs with those 2 elements. It's worth over 20 points and could secure her a medal. And she doesn't do it. Double axle, double toe.
Definitely not what I've been training.
What's your emotion right now?
just not processing any emotions yet. I'm just still really, I'm just choosing not to process any because it's just, again, more kind of bad feelings. Just more kind of bad feelings. Just more kind of bad feelings.
Gracie's smile betrays her here. More bad feelings or the absence of feeling alone? This was not a great competition for Gracie, at least not what she was used to, and she finished in a disappointing 6th place and wouldn't come back until Nationals in 2020, taking a break to work on her mental health and to overcome an eating disorder. Are you starting to get the picture yet? Doesn't it seem like both women had challenges and obstacles in their lives and things they had to overcome? Didn't both of their careers seem to go up and down? So why the constant pitting of each other against one another? Was this fabricated? Was this something that they truly believed? What was it? Is the picture becoming clear? Both women brought so much to their skating. Let's start by reviewing their strengths. What about Ashley? Ashley was known for having a strong artistic flair, who could really emote to the audience, connect, and feel the emotions that were present in her program. Don't believe me? Just take a look.
Last year, 4th.
She's the type of skater to be always intellectually involved in the concept of the program and emotionally involved as she's doing it.
Gracie, on the other hand, was known as a strong technician whose jumps could rival the best in the world. Don't we need that in ice skating too? While her artistry may not have shone as brightly as Ashley's, she still connected to the program in a different way by having such strong technical basis. Just take a look.
Beautiful, triple lutz, triple toe, great quality.
The two women poo-pooed the whole idea of a rivalry in 2019 when Gracie Gold came out to reveal her mental health struggles. It says last week, Gold, a U.S. figure skating champion and Olympic medalist, opened up for the first time about her battle with depression and an eating disorder. It says, Ashley's intervention had a big impact and meant the world to Gold because the women were often pitted against each other in competitions. I've known Gracie for a while, so of course I reached out and we talked and I did what I thought I should do, but I didn't know the severity. Adam went on, I think that meant the world to Gracie. Ashley didn't see her competitor. She saw a girl in trouble and she wanted to make sure she was okay. I think when there's a rivalry, you put up this wall because all these people are like, that's your rival. There's the only two girls who share those experiences, he said. They share such an intimate bond. So who do you believe? The media that has a deep interest in selling stories and getting clicks? Or the own skaters themselves who have discussed being in each other's corner and remaining friends.
Sport, Gracie Gold has made a really bold decision this year to, or for the time being, to step away. Originally stepping away from her Senior B events with the Japan Open and so forth, you know, to do some work on herself. She then later disclosed when she wasn't going to compete in the Grand Prix Series that she's seeking treatment for depression and an eating disorder. You had mentioned that, or I believe it was revealed that you had actually had a conversation with her before she made this decision. Can you sort of give us a bit of an insight on that conversation without breaching, you know,
she had just gotten to a point where she was so tired of feeling the way that she did, and I think that there's so much pressure, and especially with her career, you know, she came up and the media ate her alive from the start. She has been a media darling and she has handled that so gracefully, but at the same time that takes, you know, it takes away a lot from your identity. And I think that she felt like she always had to be perfect and she had to be put together, and she never really got the chance to deal with herself. And it's so easy for people to speculate, and you know, everyone has an opinion, but at the end of the day, this is a person saying, I'm done feeling this way, I want to be better. And to be able to put all of this aside for yourself takes so much strength. And you know, as an elite athlete, this is my life, this is my passion, this is my identity. And to be able to put that on pause and say, I'm just going to focus on myself and figure out who I am, I think that's so admirable.
Are you still in touch with Gracie?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot closer within the last year, and I think that she seems so much happier and like she's moving forward and making some progress. So I'm excited to see what the next couple of months hold for her.
So are you two kind of tight? Because that would surprise most people.
No, we've gotten a lot closer. I'm just as surprised as I think most people would be, but I think that at the end of the day, we realized we're both two type A females, badass ladies.
We realized we're both two type A females, badass ladies.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Two badass ladies. Do you think their rivalry was real or imagined? Or maybe somewhere in the middle? Do you think the rivalry is still going, or is it over? Thank you so much for watching. This is Kelly Commentates. Over and out.